Hello, and welcome to the Project Safety Realtor Safety Training. I'm Alan Blair, the CEO of Project Safety and the inventor of the Smart Automated Notification and Deterrent, or SAND system. I want to cover the use of our system and application. Before I get started, I'd like to welcome the Exit family as our first community safety partner in the real estate industry. Once again, Exit has proven they care about their family of real estate professionals and the industry. I'd also like to welcome you all to a safer real estate industry in 2015. As a man that came from a family of real estate professionals, I've seen the changes over the years. My mother was an agent all of my life, but luckily never encountered what some agents have. But as you know, the danger is very real. As a home buyer or renter in the past, I remember being asked to meet the realtor at her office before going on a showing. I never questioned this, as I didn't feel it was an unreasonable request. But as the industry has become more competitive and our lives more hectic, we seem to have less time to spend searching for a home. Nowadays, it's not uncommon for a client to call on an agent to look at a home on their lunch hour or just after work, with hopes of still making it home to a hot dinner. So, they call you and they want to meet you at the property to save time. And the fact of the matter is, if you can't accommodate the client, you could lose them to another agent. So what can you do to ensure your safety when meeting a new client? There are some basic steps you can take to facilitate a safer environment when showing a home to a new client, but there is no foolproof way to ensure that you don't encounter a dangerous situation. To answer the call, a lot of panic button apps were developed by companies to make a quick buck. But the fact of the matter is, a panic button app will not protect you from sudden dangers like attacks and accidents. And you can bet that an attacker is not going to allow you the time you need to open or activate an app. At Project Safety, we spent the last few years developing a system that allows you to be proactive and reactive. When reactive measures can't be activated, a proactive approach ensures there's a mechanism in place to protect you from the unexpected. Creating this mechanism takes about 30 seconds and can save your life in the instance of a sudden accident, abduction, or attack. And these events can be created from any smartphone, tablet, or PC. We like to say from any internet or network connected device. So you can create these events prior to your day or have someone at the office create them for you. And since you're likely to be showing multiple properties throughout the day, you can create your entire schedule of events when it is convenient for you. And as your schedule changes, you can edit your events, meetings, or showings from your smartphone as you go about your day. If a client is going to be late, you can use the edit function to update the time you want the system to check on you. You can also use the edit function to add an image to the event, like a client's car and license plate as they pull up, or as you walk up the driveway to meet them. This can be a great deterrent. As they see you snapping the image, you can let them know you are following a safety protocol and the images you're taking leave your phone to be stored on the cloud within a couple of seconds. You can also ask them for a shot of their driver's license or ID, but you may not want to use the edit function for this because once you've entered the edit function using your PIN, your events can be closed if your phone is taken. You can, however, use the journal function for this purpose in order to keep your event schedule secure. When snapping pictures within any function of the app, they are compressed and sent to the cloud within a couple of seconds using our QuickSend technology. In order to protect you, they are not stored on the device. Anytime you create or edit an event using PS Secure application, the data is sent to the cloud immediately. Let's talk about getting started. Once you've clicked through our site from the Exit website, you'll agree to the terms of service and sign up for the membership. Next, you'll be directed to your dashboard to set up your profile. The process is fairly simple, but you will need a minimum of information to properly complete your profile. You only need one security contact, but we suggest you have at least 3 to ensure the system can reach someone should your safety be compromised. In choosing your security contacts, you'll want to choose friends, family members, or coworkers that you feel are responsible when it comes to making decisions concerning your safety. A well-chosen security contact will be familiar with your social habits, understands your medical needs if any, can explain to law enforcement what you drive should the need arise. What you'll need from your security contacts is their first and last name, their mobile number, and their email address. Simple enough. Let's talk about creating an event. One of the greatest features of our system is the fact that you can create events from any internet or network-connected device. This means you can have an associate at the office create your calendar of events from a PC, or you can create them yourself from your home PC through your dashboard, on your tablet, or on your smartphone. When creating an event using a mobile device, you simply touch the event button. The first step in creating an event is to set a notification time and date. You'll want to set the notification time to sometime after you expect your showing to be completed. You don't want the system checking on you before your showing or meeting is complete. Once you've set this time and date, the system will be checking on you at this time, even if you're not given the chance to enter any other data. Each of the 3 steps of event creation works this way in case you're interrupted or unable to complete all 3 steps. Once you enter a date and time and touch Next, you'll see the data entry screen. Here you will enter a title. You'll likely want to use the address of your showing here. In this example, we'll use 112 Main Street. In the box below the title, enter information about the client, their phone number, name, anything you happen to know about them that could become important information. Below this, you will see where it asks if you'd like to add photos. Since you're not likely at the property at the time of creating your events, you'll touch No. When you touch No, the app will return to the home screen and the event creation process has been completed. If you would like to snap pictures, you can take up to 3 images before the creation process is concluded. Remember, you can use the edit function to add images at any time. You can now create additional events if you desire. There is no limit to the number of events that can be active at the same time. Throughout the day, you'll want to use the GPS tag button to peg your location. This is a good idea when you reach a meeting or a showing so that the system can attach your GPS location to your most current event. This same tagging process can be used when traveling by touching the GPS tag button each time you pull over for food or fuel. You can use the GPS tag anytime you like to mark where you are. You may simply want to tag your position if you aren't sure where you are or if you feel uneasy about your surroundings. As you can see, the GPS tag is a very handy and easy to use tool. Let's talk about meeting with your client. If you're showing a property at noon and you've set the system notification time for 1, at 12:55, which is 5 minutes prior to the time you set, your wireless device will vibrate and chime. You'll notice on the screen there's a PIN entry block displayed. If your showing is complete and you're in a safe place, enter your 4-digit PIN number. You must enter the PIN correctly twice. If you enter your PIN correctly both times, that event will be closed out in the system and no calls will go out to security contacts. If you enter an incorrect PIN or no PIN at all, at 1 p.m. the system will begin calling your chosen security contacts. The chance to enter your PIN number will remain for 5 minutes leading up to the time you set for notification. If the system begins calling your security contacts, they will receive an automated call from our system asking them to press 1 to accept the call. If your first security contact presses 1, the calling process will cease and that contact will receive a text and an email with a link to the data you entered as well as a Google map displaying any GPS locations you tagged while that event was active. If your first security contact fails to answer the call or does not press 1, the second security contact in the list will receive a call. This cycle will continue for 2 cycles of calls to your security contacts. Included in the data the security contact receives will be the image of the member from their profile page. We suggest you upload a current picture to your profile for this reason. We urge you to work out a plan of action with your security contacts once you've created your profile. Notify them to let them know you've chosen them, then run a test event letting each of your security contacts hear the system message so they are prepared in the case of an emergency. When you enter the information for your security contacts, our system will send them an email making them aware, but it's best that you contact them in person and work out a plan. Let them know that before they make a call to law enforcement, they should attempt to contact you first. Knowing your habits will help them to make the proper decisions when it counts. Let's quickly cover the travel function. The travel function is the same as the event function, but designed for data involving travel. When taking long trips, it's a good idea to use this function and enter good notes on your trip route and who is traveling with you. Using the GPS tag function, as previously mentioned, is a great tool to support safe travel. How about the journal function? The journal works much the same as event and travel functions, but has no notification time associated with it. This way it can be used to enter data and images that may become useful later. In the case of an auto accident, or if you'd like to record images of something you saw on a property visit, the journal comes in handy. As mentioned earlier, if you'd like to get a picture of a client's license or ID, the journal is great for this without compromising the safety of your events. Let's touch on editing an event. To edit an event, you must choose the event function from the menu of your phone or mobile device while the PS Secure app is open. In order to edit an event, you must enter your PIN twice correctly, just as you would to close an event. This is an obvious safeguard for your protection. If you're coerced into entering a PIN, you can enter an incorrect PIN to signal trouble and the system will begin calling your security contacts immediately. There will be no indication that an incorrect PIN was entered. Once you've entered the edit function, editing is self-explanatory. Within the edit function, you'll see the list of events you've created that are still active. To the right, you'll see the edit icon and an icon for deleting the event. Choose the edit icon for the event you'd like to edit. You'll see the date and time set previously come up on the screen. You can now edit the time. This is a handy feature should your appointments get off track and you need to change the time that you'll be meeting your clients. Select Next and you'll see the data entry page where you can now edit or add data and images. This is where you'll want to add an image to your event. We suggest adding an image of your client's car and license plate as they arrive to give you added security should our system have to call your security contacts. This concludes the training for the use of the SAN system for real estate professionals. Be sure to visit our website at your leisure to learn more about the uses of the SAN system.